She laughs at your jokes, texts you just to see how you're doing, and somehow always knows when you're upset, but every time you try to read between the lines, she insists, "We're just friends." Yet, the truth is hiding in plain sight, and if you know what to look for, her actions reveal a story her words never will. When a girl treats you like just a friend, it's easy to believe that's all there is, but mixed signals often tell a different story. Sometimes she doesn't say anything directly because she's unsure, cautious, or afraid of changing the dynamic between you. That's why you have to pay attention to the small, subtle signs that reveal far more than her words. Maybe she goes out of her way to check on you, asks questions that go deeper than surface-level conversation, or remembers details you mentioned only once. These aren't random, they show emotional investment. When someone sees you as only a friend, their attention tends to be casual, but when she's always tuned in, it usually means your presence matters to her. Another part of mixed signals is how she acts differently around you compared to others. She might treat you with a softer tone, more patience, or a level of comfort she doesn't show to the rest of her friends. She could be playful one moment and shy the next, opening up but then pulling back like she's unsure how much she should reveal. These little inconsistencies aren't confusion, they're signs she feels something she hasn't fully admitted, even to herself. You might also notice she finds excuses to talk to you, even when the conversation doesn't have a real purpose. People don't do that unless they want to stay connected. She may also react to your mood, checking on you when you seem off or trying to make you smile. That emotional sensitivity is rarely just friendly. Mixed signals happen when the heart wants more, but the mind is still catching up, an understanding that can help you see the truth behind her actions. Sometimes the clearest sign that she sees you as more than just a friend is the way she quietly prioritizes you, even if she doesn't openly acknowledge it. She may not say you're important to her, but her behavior reveals it over and over again. Maybe she rearranges her plans so she can spend time with you, or she tries to fit you into her schedule even when she's busy. People don't make room for someone unless that person matters to them, and the consistency of her effort says more than any confession ever could. She might also check in on you throughout the day, wanting updates on how you're feeling or what you're doing, showing that you're on her mind more than she lets on. Another way she prioritizes you is by seeking your opinion before making decisions. It could be something small, like asking what you think of an outfit, or something bigger, like wanting your advice on an important choice. When someone values your perspective that much, it's usually because they respect you on a deeper level, not just as a casual friend. She may also depend on you for emotional support, turning to you whenever she needs comfort, clarity, or someone who understands her. That emotional reliance is rarely random, it usually means she feels a sense of safety with you that she doesn't find everywhere else. Even the small things reveal her priorities, like how she responds to your messages faster than she responds to others, or how she remembers important days in your life. She may even go out of her way to make your day better without expecting anything in return. All of these actions show that you occupy a special space in her life, even if she hasn't put that feeling into words yet. Jealousy is one of the strongest unspoken clues that she feels something deeper, even if she tries to hide it behind a calm or casual attitude. When a girl insists you're just a friend, she won't openly admit that certain things bother her, but her reactions often reveal the truth. You may notice she becomes quieter or more withdrawn when you mention another girl, or she suddenly changes the subject like she doesn't want to think about you being close to someone else. Sometimes she'll make small, playful comments about your interactions with other women, acting like she's joking while her tone or expression gives her away. These small slips happen because she cares more than she intends to show. Another subtle sign of hidden jealousy is when she compares herself to other girls around you. She might ask harmless-sounding questions like what you think of someone or whether you find another girl attractive, but she's really trying to gauge where she stands. She may also go out of her way to look better, act differently, or put more effort into her appearance when she knows you'll be around, especially if other girls will be there too. Even small changes in behavior can say a lot about what she's feeling. You might also notice her energy shift when someone else gets your attention. Maybe she suddenly becomes extra talkative to pull your focus back to her, or she gets slightly annoyed when you're too invested in someone else's messages or stories. Sometimes she even tries to subtly show you that she's the better option, highlighting her strengths, achievements, or loyalty without making it too obvious. Hidden jealousy is rarely about possessiveness, it's usually a quiet sign of fear, the fear of losing someone she hasn't confessed she wants yet. One of the most revealing signs that she feels more than friendship is the extra effort she puts into the little things, those small actions she doesn't have to do but chooses to anyway. When a girl is truly just a friend, her effort is usually straightforward and predictable. But when she likes you, that effort becomes more thoughtful, more personal, and more consistent. She might do things like remember your favorite snacks, send you something she knows will make you laugh, or check in on you when you've had a stressful day. These gestures may seem tiny on the surface, but they come from a place of genuine care, and they often happen at moments when you least expect them. Another sign is how much attention she pays to details about you. She remembers stories you told weeks ago, notices small changes in your mood, or brings up something you mentioned casually because it stuck with her. That level of awareness doesn't come from simple friendship, it comes from emotional investment. She may even take the lead in planning activities or suggesting that you spend time together, making it feel natural even if she's nervous underneath. People rarely put this kind of effort into someone unless that person holds a special place in their life. You might also notice that she goes the extra mile when you need support. Whether you're dealing with problems at work, family stress, or personal setbacks, she shows up, sometimes before you even ask. She might stay up late talking with you, send encouraging messages, or try to find ways to make things easier for you. This level of dedication shows that your well-being matters to her in a way that goes beyond casual friendship. The truth is, extra effort isn't random, it's her quiet way of expressing feelings she isn't ready to say out loud yet. One of the strongest signs that she sees you as more than a friend is the way she remembers almost everything you say, even the things you mention only once or in passing. When someone is emotionally invested, their mind naturally pays more attention to the details. She might bring up something you told her weeks ago, like a small personal preference, a childhood memory, or something that annoyed you at work. These details stick with her because you matter to her, and she's subconsciously storing information about you the way people do when they care deeply. Friends remember, but someone who likes you remembers differently, more intentionally, more consistently, and with more emotion behind it. You might notice that she brings up things you forgot you even mentioned. Maybe she recalls the date of an important meeting you had, checks in about a goal you were working on, or surprises you by referencing a random detail from a late-night conversation. This level of recall isn't accidental. It shows that she pays attention not just to your words but to the feelings behind them. She wants to understand you on a deeper level, and remembering details is her way of staying emotionally connected even when you're not talking. Her memory also shows up in the way she anticipates your needs. She might remind you about something you were stressed about, send you something related to your interests, or bring up topics she knows you enjoy because she wants your conversations to feel meaningful. Sometimes she even adjusts her behavior based on what you've shared, avoiding things that bother you, supporting things that motivate you, or trying to make you feel understood. This kind of attentiveness is rarely seen in casual friendships. It's a quiet but powerful sign that your words hold a special place in her mind, and you hold a special place in her heart. Body language is often the most honest form of communication, especially when someone is trying to hide how they really feel. When she acts like you're just a friend but her feelings run deeper, it usually shows through the way she moves, looks at you, and reacts around you. You might notice that she holds eye contact with you longer than she does with anyone else, as if she's waiting for something unspoken to pass between you. Even if she looks away quickly, the initial gaze often carries a softness or warmth that isn't present when she looks at others. These moments can feel small, but they reveal an emotional connection she isn't expressing verbally. Her body often turns toward you even when she's not consciously aware of it. When someone likes you, their posture naturally shifts in your direction, they lean closer when you talk, they angle their feet toward you, and they pay attention with their whole body. She may also mirror your movements without realizing it, matching your tone, gestures, or pace. Mirroring is a psychological sign of comfort and attraction, and it's hard to fake because it happens subconsciously. You might also catch her fixing her hair, adjusting her clothes, or becoming slightly fidgety when you're nearby, classic signs of nervous attraction. Touch is another powerful clue. Even if she tries to act casual, she might find excuses to brush against your arm, give friendly nudges, or initiate small, playful contact. These touches may seem innocent, but they often carry deeper meaning. She's testing the boundaries, trying to feel closer without crossing the line. At the same time, she may blush, smile more around you, or get slightly flustered when you compliment her. These subtle reactions show that her emotions are stronger than the just friends label she's holding onto. Body language has a way of revealing what the heart is too cautious to admit. When a girl likes you but isn't ready to say it, she often tests the waters in subtle, careful ways. These tests aren't meant to confuse you, they're her way of trying to understand how you feel without risking rejection or ruining the friendship. One of the most common things she does is drop small hints or flirty comments to see how you respond. She might tease you a little more than she does other people, or she may make playful remarks that leave just enough room for interpretation. If you react positively, she gets a quiet sense of reassurance. If you don't, she can easily pull back and pretend she was joking. These small tests help her feel safer as she explores the possibility of something more. Another way she tests the waters is by opening up emotionally just a bit at a time. She might share personal stories, deeper thoughts, or insecurities to see if you handle her vulnerability with care. If you respond with support and understanding, she feels more confident that you might be someone she can trust with her feelings. She may also subtly check how much space she holds in your life. For example, she might ask who you're talking to, tease you about someone liking you, or casually bring up other girls to gauge your reaction. It's not jealousy alone, it's her trying to read where she stands. Sometimes she will create small opportunities for you to make a move without making it obvious. She might suggest hanging out alone, ask what you think about relationships, or joke about the two of you as a couple just to see how you respond. These are all quiet signals that she's interested but scared to make the first big step. Testing the waters isn't about playing games, it's about protecting her heart while hoping you feel the same way. One of the clearest signs that she feels something more than friendship is the special comfort level she shares with you and ease and closeness that she doesn't have with anyone else. Around you, she might let her guard down completely, laughing at her own jokes, sharing personal thoughts, or expressing emotions she usually keeps private. This level of vulnerability is a strong indicator that she trusts you in a way she doesn't trust most people, because trust and comfort often go hand in hand. People rarely show their authentic selves to someone they see as just a friend if there's a deeper emotional attachment. She may also have unique habits around you that reveal her affection. Maybe she teases you in a playful, consistent way, shares inside jokes, or remembers the smallest details about your preferences, moods, and routines. These little patterns of behavior make your bond feel different, warmer, and more intimate than any ordinary friendship. She might even share things she hasn't told anyone else, like fears, dreams, or personal experiences, simply because she feels safe with you. That kind of openness usually comes from a place of admiration and emotional closeness, not casual friendship. Another way this comfort shows itself is how she instinctively turns to you for support or guidance. She may seek your opinion when making decisions, share her successes and failures, or ask for advice even when other friends are available. She might also be the first person she calls or texts when something important happens, signaling that she values your presence and judgment above others. This special level of connection is a subtle but unmistakable sign that she sees you as someone extraordinary in her life, someone she can rely on emotionally, and perhaps even someone she hopes to grow closer to beyond friendship. When someone says we're just friends, it can feel comforting and simple, but the reality is often more complicated, and the signs of deeper feelings can be hard to ignore. One of the clearest indicators that Just Friends doesn't tell the full story is the way she consistently makes you feel special, noticed, and valued. She may act casual, laugh easily, and talk about everyday things, but underneath, her actions often reveal a different truth. She goes out of her way to make time for you, remembers small details about your life, and seems genuinely invested in your happiness. These behaviors go beyond ordinary friendship and show that she's placing you in a unique position in her life. Another clue is how she interacts with you compared to others. She may treat you with a kind of attention, warmth, and patience that she doesn't extend to anyone else. Her gestures, jokes, or playful teasing might be reserved just for you, and she might seek out your company even when other options are available. It's her way of showing you that you're important to her without having to say it outright. The combination of attentiveness, care, and subtle flirtation often points to feelings she's hesitant to express. Finally, Just Friends often doesn't hold up when her emotions start influencing her behavior. She may get jealous, nervous, or protective in ways that friends normally wouldn't. She may test the waters, offer extra support, or show affection through small actions and gestures. Over time, these patterns become hard to ignore. They reveal a bond that's deeper than friendship, a connection where her heart is quietly hoping for something more, even if she hasn't said the words yet. It's a reminder that sometimes, actions speak far louder than labels.